What about the whole concept of living too long, right? So many of us have lived, it's been a long time since we had high inflation, but most people who have money today remember what high inflation is like, right? So they're in their 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. That's who has all the money. They know what it's like to see high inflation. Well, what happens if your investments don't keep up with inflation? You lose your buying power. You lose your buying power, you run out of money. You don't want to run out of money. You could live too long. I wouldn't want to live too long. I wish I were dead right now, don't you? Right? And if you live too long, having run out of money, what do you become? A burden. You wouldn't want to be a burden, would ya? Right? A burden on your family, a burden on the government, a burden on society. Right? So the question, of course, is, do these sort of scare tactics, do they work? Yeah, they work to some degree, but it's a choice. So even though everyone in this room, we could be motivated by fear or greed or scare tactics, show of hands, how many of you would prefer to be inspired? Right? So when you're listening to recordings of your conversations that you have with prospects and clients, pay attention to that. Just find yourself paying attention to whether or not you might be resorting to some scare tactics. Your goal is to be inspiring, to inspire people to do the things that are counterintuitive so they can achieve their goals for the reasons that are important to them. Inspire people to action. You don't have to scare them to action.